Hey there. Today we're going to be talking about how to not let legal blind spots derail your growth. Now, that is a critical piece to being a business owner, but often it gets overlooked. My name is Tenicia Moulden. I am an intellectual property attorney, and I help business owners build out their brand strategy and monetize their. Sometimes there are hidden costs to not paying attention to these blind spots. And with those hidden costs, they could stall progress and take you off track from reaching your goals. And so we're going to talk about that today. I always make some notes and I want to make sure that I see them. So, what is a legal blind spot? Let's define what a legal blind spot is. A legal blind spot could be a regulation or compliance that you don't realize applies to your business. So this could be a number of things. It could include improperly. It could be improperly documented contracts, intellectual property, vulnerabilities that you opened yourself with to employment law, human resources missteps, and also failing to meet the steps and requirements for compliance for your industry. So it's important that you take note of that. Go into further detail, it could be looking at your contracts and making sure that your contracts are airtight and not leaving you exposed. Is your intellectual property protected? Have you obtained the rights to that intellectual property? Are your employment practices compliant? How are you classifying employees? We know that's a whole nother subject about classifying employees 1099 versus W-2, but this could leave you at risk for disputes and fines and cause a delay in growing your business. And so we want to look at some of the things we look at when I'm working with clients is why, or not necessarily why ignoring these can be risky. Um, it stifles your growth. And here's how: financial penalties, fines, lawsuits that can be draining on your time, energy, and resources, and loss of reputation. We work really hard as a brand to build trust, and you don't want to lose out on eroding your reputation and any legal misstep that might occur that will put you in a bad light with your stakeholders and especially your clients or customers. Missed opportunities. This is a big one. Without the great legal foundation, your partnership, investments, all the things you want to expand to may not be reached. So we want to look at all those things and make sure that you're not necessarily at risk, but mitigating those risks so you don't stifle growth. And these are just some of the things that we discuss with my clients and making sure that we're monitoring these things. It will depend on your industry and area of business and sometimes what stage too. Once we look at all that, now we want to identify how do we solve these, right? Audit. Audit in a good way. So if you want to be proactive with audits, how do we audit? We address those to look at it for the long term, investing time and refining your practices upfront will save you a big headache because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. That's where you depend on professionals and specialists to help you create that foundation for your business so it can flourish and reduce those unnecessary risks. You want to be proactive. You want to assess your contracts, make sure that they're clear, that they're enforceable. You want to protect your intellectual property, your trademarks, any patents, copyright, obtain the rights to your assets. Review your employment practices or your policies, update your handbooks, your agreements, comply with any current laws, which is very important. And most importantly, consult a business attorney can sometimes uncover things that would not be in your preview because this is not something you do every day. So that is essentially some of the things to take into consideration, defining what your legal blind spots are. Make sure you are not ignoring those blind spots, but being proactive in protecting them. and taking the steps to do an audit of your contracts and reviewing and updating those. Staying up to date. Take the time to do that. Take the time to work on your business and make sure you're staying in compliance and those things are be taken care of. I hope that was helpful on how to grow by be proactive in looking at these legal blind spots. If you want to find out more, visit my website, the blog, or comment if you have a question. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to sign up for a quick chat through my website, moldenlaw.com. Let me know how we can support you. Take care.